Ladies and gentlemen, Crazy Maniac Gaming here. Today I want to discuss the top 5 best defenders in Rainbow Six Siege, currently that is. And a huge disclaimer before I do start the countdown. This is my opinion. This is personally what I've dealt with these operators, or how I've played them. So, you guys may be amazing with, like, Alibi, and I may suck with her. So, just saying. So, here we go. Number 5, and this may have been higher on your guys' list. It's Jaeger. Now, Jaeger makes it on number 5. Some of you may think he should be higher, but I think he deserves the number 5 spot because his main ability, if you could call it that, is to place down the Jaeger things. I can't remember what they're called. I think they're called Jaegers. That's my idea of it. So his Jaeger things get rid of grenades, or like if a grenade is thrown around it, then it can zap it. I think it has 3 zaps for 3 different grenades or whatever. So it's very useful. His gun is amazing. I love his gun so much. I usually choose Jaeger when I'm playing Rainbow Six Siege because I love his gun. Now, shotgun I'm not really a fan of, but the 416C carbon is amazing. I have the short circuit skin on it, and I think it looks great with his gun. Now, since he is a 3-speed, he doesn't have the ACOG, so I have to use the holographic. I'd much rather use the ACOG. I'm just saying, that's one of the reasons he hasn't made it further, is because the ACOG isn't allowed on his gun. And personally, his Jaeger things, like his main ability, it's not the most useful. It is useful for grenades, like if you want to protect yourself, but it's not useful for like a whole room. So that's another thing that brought it down to number 5. Now, number 4 is Smoke. Smoke throws gas grenades. These gas grenades are yellow, and if you get into them, then you will inevitably start choking, or whatever like that. It will take your health down. So that's his gun I personally love. That's why he's made it further. Now there is another thing that made it to where he's not higher, and it's because he doesn't even have the holographic like Jaeger does. If he had the holographic, he would probably be number 3 maybe. Now his reflex isn't really the greatest. I personally will always take the ACOG. If they don't have the ACOG, I will use the holographic. If they don't have the holographic, I most likely won't use them. But Smoke, I use him because his ability is so useful to keep people out of the room. So that's why he's made it further than Jaeger. But that's also why he hasn't made it further up the list. Number 3 is a girl, the first girl in this list, and her ability is very useful. It is Mira. Now, Mira has the black mirror, or if you want me to explain it, it's where you place it down and you can see through it, but your opponent can't see through it, like if they're on the other side. So it is very useful to scope out your opponents, and one of my main uses that I use it for, I put a double Mira. If you don't know what that is, you put one Mira on a wall, and then the wall right beside it, you put another Mira. You get rid of one of the Miras so you can shoot out of it, and then with the other Mira that isn't shot out or anything like that, you can see through, and your opponent can't see you. It's very useful. Now, her gun, I love it, and it also comes with a holographic, so that's another reason she's made it further. The holographic, as I said, it's a good attacker. No, most of these defenders do not have the ACOG, or I don't think any of them have it. But Mira is great. Her ability's better than the Jaeger. That's why Jaeger didn't make it in her spot. Now, number 2 is another woman. It is Valkyrie. Now, her main ability is the black eye, or it's like secret cameras. It's basically not a default camera. You can place the camera anywhere, and you're able to see it. That's basically explaining it great. Like, it's great, and her gun is amazing. I may be going a little too far, but I think it's better than Jaeger's. So, that's why she's really high up. I have the bone marrow on it. I think the bone marrow looks good. It has the red stripe through it, but I love using Valkyrie. Her ability's great, her gun's great, and the secondary is great. It's a Deagle, so that's why she's made it pretty high. She's really good. So, number 1, you guys may have expected it, Lesion. Lesion uses, he's the only trap operator that I would personally use all the time. It's Lesion, his goo. That's his main ability, the goo. You can throw it. It's like a little cylinder thing. You throw it, and it's great. Whenever an opponent comes near it, or steps on it, whenever an opponent steps on it, then they will start to reduce, or their health will start to go down. And he has the holographic. If you guys couldn't already tell, I love the holographic. So, that's another reason why he's number 1. Mainly it's the goo, because he's the trap artist, and he's great. I love Lesion. I usually pick Lesion if he's not taken, or I'll be memeing it and I'll do Tachanka, but if I'm not trying to meme it and I'm trying to do a great job in a game, I will most likely choose Lesion because he's great. Now, that was the top 5 best defenders in Rainbow Six Siege. I am going to do a video later today, top 5 best attackers in Rainbow Six Siege. So make sure, if you watch this video, go check out the attackers. I have a lot of plans for videos in the future, so subscribe if you like my content, and like the video if you actually liked it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.